Hello, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name's Kiana. I do beauty vlogs, hair, makeup, all of the sorts of videos. And yeah, I'm just glad that you're here. If you're here, you may have actually seen my morning skincare routine. If you haven't, I highly suggest you watch that. You don't have to watch it first. They go hand in hand anyway, so it's fine. But yeah, we're gonna go over my nighttime skincare routine tonight. It's kind of like 5 o'clock, but I didn't want it to be completely dark out. So the sun's already starting to set earlier, which is pissing me off, but that's a whole other thing. I hate time savings. I don't know why we have it. I know it's about the farmers. That's probably so wrong. But I just don't understand why we still use it. I know that certain states have actually, they don't use it anymore. Anyways, besides the point, we are going to do my nighttime skincare. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take out my earrings, and I'll probably take off my necklace as well. I started taking off my necklace just because I started taking all of my skincare down to my chest, and I didn't want it to start getting gunky on my necklace. I don't think anything would happen to my necklace, but a lot of you guys ask about this necklace. This necklace was my mother's. She gave it to me. She got it like 25 years ago. It is a beautiful Lockhart necklace, but sadly I don't have any links or anything to give you guys for where you can find this because it was hers 20 years ago. I get so many questions about that necklace. Okay, first off, I do have makeup on, so we're gonna take the makeup off. And something that I think is really important to state, I stated it in my last video, but I think that you should be doing a skincare routine that reflects your own skin, and then also it reflects your skincare goals. So my skin is sensitive and dry, and then my skincare goals are I have a little bit of redness, I have the tiniest bit of skin texture, and honestly, just because it's so dry, I always want to moisturize it as much as I can. Anti-aging is in there a little bit, but I'm only 20s, I'm only in my 20s, so it's like, I don't really need anti-aging yet. I am not acne prone, so I just want to make sure that you know that. I cannot guarantee that this routine is going to work on acne prone skin as much as I would like to guarantee that. I just don't have the experience to say whether or not that is going to be true. So let's go ahead and take off my makeup today. I'm just going to start, I just start with some sort of cleansing balm. It doesn't really matter which cleansing balm, because again, it's just to wash your face, so it's not gonna like clog your face up or anything. I was just sent this Milk makeup one, and it's no fragrance, which is why I like it, because I had another cleansing balm and it was just too high fragrance. So I'm just going to use this one just to get the makeup off of my face initially, and then I will go in with my handy dandy, trusted and used time and time again face wash. As I stated before in my morning video, that mornings are for protecting and recovering your skin, and then at night is actually when all of the work is really done. I think that your night routines are by far the most important, because that's when you're going to use your serums or your, harsher ingredients. Whereas in the morning, you're just trying to protect your skin and it's recovering from what you did the night before. You guys are probably gonna think I'm crazy, but I actually don't have my washcloth in here right now because I am doing my laundry. So I'm gonna use a t-shirt just to dry my face off whenever I finally wash it. This is kind of how much I have tubing mascara, so if it's like flaky, that's why. I love tubing mascara. I think that it changed the entire game. But this is just how much the cleansing balm got off. I think that it gets off so much, but I highly suggest you go in with two things, especially at night. Like use some sort of oil-based cleanser and then use your actual cleanser, just to make sure that you're getting absolutely everything off at night so that nothing is just sitting on your skin. So now I'm gonna go in and cleanse with my CeraVe hydrating, CeraVe. I think we discussed this. It's CeraVe, right? No, it's CeraVe. CeraVe, ha ha ha. Okay, hydrating cream to foam cleanser for normal to dry skin. I really wish I had my washcloth right now. I chose the wrong time to do this video and to sync up with my washing schedule. Okay, so we pat dry also. You don't want to rub, like we're trying to be the least abrasive on our skin as possible. Another thing that I was gonna say, I don't think I said it in my morning routine, but if you are using hard scrubs on your face, please stop. If you're using like the sugar scrubs or something on your face at night, in the morning, those like the grapefruit burst. I feel like everyone uses like the Clean and Clear or like the Neutrogena, the exfoliating ones, and you think that you're gonna like rub away your acne or rub away your texture. You're not. You're not polishing shit, okay? You're scratching your skin, okay? You're scratching it. It's not good. It's extremely abrasive. If you do want an exfoliator, I highly suggest using a liquid exfoliator. I actually have one. A liquid exfoliator. This is a liquid exfoliator. This is the Ordinary's lactic acid 5% plus hyaluronic acid. So this is a serum that I will use probably like twice a week, maybe once a week. This is going to do exactly what you're trying to do. You're trying to remove those dead skin cells. You're slowly trying to build it up. This is what's going to do that. You don't need to take a harsh scrub on your skin. So I highly suggest getting a lactic acid serum. You may know the purple one that they came out with. It's like the bright red purplish color, the AHA one. I highly suggest you do not use that one unless your skin is really like tolerant of things, which mine isn't. It's super sensitive. So if you have skin like mine, I highly suggest you don't use that exfoliant because it's just really, really harsh. Really harsh. I've heard people's face like burn or just, peel from it, and it's just because they did too much too soon. Going in again with my COSRX toner. You guys know I love COSRX. This is their Propolis Synergy toner. Also, what I didn't mention with the exfoliant is if you are doing that exfoliant, my routine would go as follows. It would go my toner, and then I would put on my exfoliant, and then I immediately just put on moisturizer, and I'm done. Like that's the extent of my routine. So basically, we're gonna be using retinol tonight. I only use retinol. Right now, I'm trying to build my way up, but I stopped using retinol for a little bit. So I'm just going to do it probably like twice a week. And so you slowly build your way up with retinol. It's something that can be very harsh on your skin, but it can also be very good for your skin. So we're gonna start with I think mine is a 0.05%, which is a good one to start at, or 0.01% is good to start at, 0.03, that kind of realm. And then you can build your way up and go to 0.1 or 1%, that kind of thing. So when you're using a retinol, you are not going to mix that with any sort of exfoliant. So you're not going to mix that with a lactic acid of any kind, anything that's reactive on your face. You're not going to mix it. You're not mixing it with AHAs, BHAs. You're also not mixing it with vitamin C. Those are like really harsh together and they don't react well. So you're not supposed to use those together. With that being said, I am going to go in with my niacinamide. This is the niacinamide 20% treatment from Paula's Choice. This is pretty pricey. I have really just I invest a lot in my skincare. It's something I care about a lot. You don't need this, especially if you're just starting out. Your niacinamide, it can be from, my initial niacinamide actually was from The Ordinary. I just kind of bumped up to Paula's Choice because I really love this brand, and I think that a lot of their stuff really is it's just really good. The Ordinary is also really, really great, and it's for a good price. So I highly suggest that you just get Ordinary if you're just starting out. So if you're wondering what niacinamide does, it helps with skin texture. I talked about it in my morning routine, but I would get these little bumps every now and then. I don't really have them anymore because I've done really, really well with figuring out what makeup and what skincare doesn't give me those bumps. But if you're having a lot of clogged pores or uneven texture, niacinamide really, really helps to smooth everything out and give you a baby-like skin. Like I said before, we're taking everything, putting it onto our clean, washed hands. We don't put anything directly on our face, and we definitely don't use the dropper across our skin and then putting it back in the jar. We're trying to be extremely hygienic every single time. Okay, I'm gonna let that soak in. And I'm actually gonna go and grab my retinol because I had to buy a new one because I ran out of my old one. So let me go get it. This is the retinol that I started using. It looks really scary, but I promise it isn't. So this is the Naturium. This is their retinaldehyde cream serum in 0.5%. The difference between a retinol and retinaldehyde is actually just that retinaldehyde it's a form of retinol that, let me actually just look it up, that way I can be completely accurate. Okay, retinaldehyde is a stabilized form of vitamin A that slowly converts to retinoic acid in the skin. Retinaldehyde is a more gentle version of the retinol family. Like retinaldehyde rejuvenates the skin, improves cellular turnover rate, but in a less irritating formulation. So if you have extremely sensitive skin, I highly suggest this. With retinol, what you're going to do is you're just going to take a pea-size amount. You also want to make sure that your face is fully dry whenever you put retinol on of any kind. It's not supposed to be mixed with water. Goes a very, very long way, so I'm just going to kind of pat this over, and I'm going to try and use this for my full face. And you avoid your lips and your eye area, applying it almost like a mask. Okay, I'm gonna let this sit on my skin for just a little bit, but next up I'm going in with this Advanced Snail 96 Mucin Power Essence. I use this in my morning routine as well as my all-in-one Snail 92 cream. So these two are gonna be next, but I just wanna make sure that this is fully absorbed into my skin before I move on. Honestly, right now is probably the time that I would brush my teeth. I haven't even had dinner yet, but that's the time that I would brush my teeth. Since I'm doing this at 5. Okay, I'm back. It's been probably a good 8 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my snail mucin. I take 3 pumps of this and I put it back on my skin. And so on the nights that I'm not using retinol, I just go in with my face wash, my Synergy toner, then I will go in with my niacinamide, and then I will go in with my snail mucin and this, my cream. All right, going in with my cream now. Goes right back into my little skincare bag because I'm always traveling recently, so everything honestly just goes right back into a bag. But this is the final glowing little skin, and yeah, my only suggestion is if you are going to start using retinol, you may even want to put your niacinamide or your hyaluronic acid, whichever one you decide to use, you may want to put that down, and then you may actually want to put your moisturizer down. It's called a retinol sandwich. Everything that I learned is from this amazing account from Dr. Lee. I absolutely love them. They actually used to be my dermatologist whenever I lived at the beach. Just to make sure, if you do have very sensitive skin, that's what I had to do when I first started out with retinol. Even though mine is only a 0.05, I didn't want to take the chance, so I just did moisturized sandwiches. So you just take your moisturizer, whatever your moisturizer is, you'll lay that down, you'll let that dry, and then you take your retinol, only a pea-sized amount, to go over your entire face, and don't forget this part too. And then you let that dry, you let it soak in, and then you'll go back in with your moisturizer again. That's just to make sure that your face is getting a really good barrier from retinol, because retinol can be extremely potent, and retinaldehyde is actually one of the most potent over-the-counter methods or like forms of retinol that you can get, but it has been found to be less irritating than retinol itself. Retinol is really confusing, so if you do want to look up a video about that, you're more than welcome to do so. Like I said in my previous video, I'm not a professional, but this is stuff that I found works for my skin, and a lot of people have asked me about my skin, so I just figured that I would share it. Each night is a little bit different. I'm not fully doing skin cycling anymore. I'm kind of just doing like what I think my skin needs as I've learned about it. But yeah, I think that that is basically it. I'm going to go make some dinner because I'm really hungry and it's only 6 o'clock. But my skincare is ready and done for the night. That is another thing I was actually going to say real quick. I sleep with a silk pillowcase, which is completely your own decision if you want to sleep with a silk pillowcase. I have heard that it's amazing for hair and it's also really good for your skin. But what I was going to say is if you can do your skincare routine, like your nighttime routine, like an hour before you go to bed, that's way better than doing it literally 5 minutes before you go to bed. Because all of the products that you just put on your face, if they haven't had time to soak in, they will just rub off on your pillow and they're not doing anything anymore. So your pillow is going to soak all that up, and I'm sorry, but your pillow don't need the retinol. Your pillow doesn't need the niacinamide. You need it. So, and you're paying money for it, so you want to make sure that you're getting all your use out of it. So if you can, it's always best to try and do your nighttime routine like an hour before you go to bed. Even if you're in bed, I just wouldn't like lay your head down on a pillow, you know? Okay, so I think that that is all. Let me know what you guys want to see next. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. I just love when you guys are here. Okay, bye-bye. Love you.